Atelier, and it is Sunday evening, January 1st, 2023. It was around the corner and it came. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. I'm going to put you up on the stand here. Let me zoom in a little. You can see my desk journal that I started this weekend. I've been working on it pretty hard. And I'm going to finish it up. I have all the signatures done. I have a signature for every month. Now I'm doing the dividers. I'm in a tizzy tonight. Tizzy. All right, let me set this up a little here. There. That's how it looks on my screen. Let's get out my tablet. Turn it on. I'm getting out my tablet here so I can see folks who come in to chat. Right now I can't see anybody. Let me turn on YouTube. I might have to turn the sound down. On YouTube, where you at? It's taken a moment. Hold the phone. It's January 1st. Must be a lot of people online. Yeah. Come on, YouTube. It's got to bring up all the notifications. There we go. Come on. Do. Yeah. YouTube won't do anything while all the notifications are popping up on this older tablet. Let's see how long I have to wait for that to happen. It's still thinking. I'm getting out my phone here. I was in Lori's stream. Got a warning of some sort there. YouTube. It still isn't up yet. Oh dear. It's still sending notifications for all the streams and everything since Friday. It's still sending notifications for all. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Sherry Van. Hi, Renee. Hi, Elvis. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, everybody. Renee, Little Red Wagon. Sherry, Elvis, Leslie. I thought that Lori might go longer, but it doesn't look like, it looks like she's off. I'm not sure. She was only on for a few minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my stream tonight. I had posted that I wasn't going to stream, but that's not the case. It's still sending notifications to my tablet. Really weird. 3 days of notifications out there. All right. So I hope you all are having a good New Year. It's the New Year's Day is about over with. We enjoyed a wonderful, fabulous streamathon, and I was causing an echo in Lori's StreamYard deal. I don't know what it is. Something about my setup causes everybody to hear double. I don't hear an echo. It's really weird. I don't hear an echo. Everybody else hears an echo for me. I don't hear it, and I got all the foam rubber out of my ear. Oh, dear me. The doctor charged me $500 to do it, so he better have done it all. That's all I can say. No, I really don't hear an echo. She's off. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. I don't want to stream while Lori's streaming. But Lori had asked me she asked everybody what they enjoyed about StreamYard, and I didn't hear what everybody else said because I was busy getting off, getting off. But what I really enjoyed, and I don't know if everybody in there understood it because it was echoing, what I enjoyed most about the streamathon, was all of you guys. I enjoyed reading the chat. Now, I didn't participate in everything. I said a lot of hellos, and welcome to people. But I just enjoyed reading the chat. Sometimes my hands were busy crocheting. I've been working on getting my Christmas afghan done. I'm ready to start week 4, and that's the last several rows. And so I hope to be done with it by the middle of January. I was going to work on it tonight, but I just decided, well, Lori went off. I'm going to, let me clear all these. I'm going to stream. I even came on early. Yeah. Hi, Dixie Doodles. I did too. I enjoyed, like Friday morning or Saturday morning. I'm sorry, I keep thinking it was started on Friday. Saturday morning when I streamed, Osgran came in, and she was the person who started the streamathon in 2009 on Ustream. And I didn't know that. So how fun it was to meet her. And I've met a whole bunch of other people. I'm sure there are a lot of people I didn't get a chance to meet. I didn't get a chance to watch Beth Schuler. I put her in by the way, I do have a playlist out there on my channel. It's called hashtag New Year's Eve 2022 Streamathon. And it's a playlist. It should be right at the top of my playlist, unless you guys sort it out. But I was in every stream long enough to give them a like and put them into the playlist. And I tried to say hello. A lot of streams, not a lot, but I did stay in chat in a lot of them, but a few of them Lena's, I tried to stay for Lena, and it was 3:00 in the morning, which is when I used to get up. But when I'd already spent 24 hours awake, I had to go to sleep. And I slept right through until probably about halfway through Janet Nash's stream, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So, I missed Beth Schuler, but I worked along with Diana at Serenity Studio. She was doing an art game, and I got the 2 stained glass digital art that I did on, and what you see on my community tab, if you're able to see the community tab, is, can I see it from here? I think I can see it on this phone. Let me go to mine. And I've been playing with giving myself a new icon out here. I did that this afternoon. Let's go to my community tab here. And well, I guess not. I'm out of it. You see it, but you can't see it all here. Let's go back again. Oh, I was in a tizzy when I left Lori. Here's one. Now this is done with digital art, and it's according to the prompts. Like the prompt was, you can't see, but One was draw lines and then drippage, and it's a challenge to make drippage with digital art. I had some drippage, but then it all got covered up. And then Diana didn't like drippage, so she said, do hearts. And so I did the little red heart. I only did one leaf right up here. And these that you see are copies of it. But then the next prompt was leaf. And I did the leaf right underneath of the heart, a heart-shaped leaf. And then there was use a stencil, which I kind of mimicked in here. And some other prompts in there. I can't remember them all. But I made mine look like stained glass. That's the object there, stained glass. And then the other one, should have another one here. This one was stained glass too. It's a little bit more simple. The first prompt was a bird. The first prompt was a bird. And I had a red bird and a blue bird and two blue birds. And, and then it was use a color that you don't use much, and that was green and pink. But I wanted the bright colors in there. And I didn't quite get done with this. This was the first one, and this was the second. And she was ready to start the second one kind of before I was done with the first. But I had fun working along with her on that. And I had fun doing it digitally. I did it right here on my phone. So let's go back to my chat. Hi, Nashwa. Hi, Shannon. Welcome, Shannon. I watched you. I don't know, did I watch the whole thing? I think I did. I don't know if I chatted much because I did work on my Afghan. Let's get this off of my desk. I'm working on, shall I show you? Let's set this aside. Hopefully I won't. This is my desk journal, and it started out being that book that I showed Saturday morning, and I expanded the spine. And I was in the process of adding, this was just postcard paper, and I've inked it all up in here. I've inked it all up. But then I had some, it was text paper, and I had some postcards that, I had some postcards. It depends on what way I want to make it for. I think this is upside down. I think this is my front here. I think I'm going to make this the front and this the back. I think that's how I had it. I thought I had some, oh, you know what? This is the way it goes. This is the inside of it. I'll figure it out once I get it bound. This is the inside, which looks a lot like and the reason I didn't put anything here is going to put the signatures in here. This is the outside front here of it. And there, I had some project paper that were just postcards, and I fussy cut all those out. And then I did the same thing on the inside as I did on the outside, which is why I had it confused. And then what took me the most time, let me set this aside. I'll show you my January signature is right here. It took me the most time to cut all these pages to size. And I've started now embellishing them, but I'm not done ready to bind these yet. I think I want to put some graph paper in here and maybe a couple sheets of pattern, but I've got this calendar, the blank calendar that looks like that with the birdies, and I put 3 blank pages and 3 calendar pages. Now my calendars, that's not meant to be a planner, like on this day I'm going to do this, on this day I'll do that. I might write down I streamed and worked on, but I'm not going to say I'm going to stream on this day and do this, you know. And this is more of a desk journal than a idea collector. I've already got a Society of Idea Collector, but I had to make 12 of these, and right now I've got January here and February. I've got this little round craft paper divider in between it. And here's February. And I had a little book, a little birthday book that looked like this. And that's where I got all of these out of this little book. And I'm tearing it apart. And here are the rest of my signatures. So it took me the better part of yesterday to get all of these going and to cut the brown paper and get it all sized out. Took me quite a while to do all of this. But I'm going to get it done. I at least want to put in something for today, even if it's, you know, a little notation, creating, I might do that right now, just to say I'm January 1st, I'm creating the desk book. Let's get out a pen. Surely I have a pen. And the thing about this, I had to hunt up everything. I tore apart my room looking for this calendar and this book. I had it all torn apart, and that took me a lot of time. Hi, let's see who came in. Let me refresh my chat. My chat. Kathy Whitney. Hi, Kathy. Kathy won the sampler for Janet Nash. I'm going to get that sent off next week or this coming week. And boy, I sure hope she gets her. I think both Janet, I feel so bad, both Janet and Shannon are waiting for ATCs from me for those full Polaroid swap. I think everybody's got theirs except for them. I received mine from Shannon last week. What did Riri say? I love graph paper. Yet another sickness. Yeah. I know. So I'm just going to put January 1 to 2023, and I'm going to put working on desk journal. Just to remind me, you know, and I won't always do this, but it's just a little note. And then I'm going to put December, what is it, 31, and January 1 was the NYE NYE, my mind just went blank. New Year's Eve, NYE 2022 Streamathon. And that would just, you know, that gets me started. But I have a whole lot of images that I want to put in here. And, you know, I want to do a lot more, but I need to get it. I need to get it put together. Hi, Lori. Lori, I apologize to you. I tell you, I should have known better than to try to come in. I don't know why. I don't hear that. But you know, that little connection that I use, I'm so mad at Samsung for taking away our earbud port. I have to buy another device that looks like, let me get it out here. It looks like this. I have to buy another device to plug into my phone because if I stream on my phone, I can't, you know, I have to have it charging. But even if I didn't have it charging, especially if I'm watching movies or something, because it just eats up the, YouTube will too, eat up the battery. And so this little device, I can plug in my charger here. Now, I did not have my charger going here. I had it unplugged. But I've noticed on here, there's another little plug-in here, over here, for a device that goes into a headphone with a USB cord. And I have a USB one, but I don't know if it fits that. But I'm wondering if not having anything in there is what's causing the echo. See, here's my earbud port here. And I have to have this in. But even when I pulled it out, you guys were still getting the echo. I pulled it out. I had my other phone here. I was watching my other phone here, but I had the sound off. I had the sound. I had turned back on afterwards, but just like now, I have my sound off here, or you would hear an echo. You'd hear me talking in here. and I just watched chat, and that's what I was doing. So something about my setup is causing the echo. I don't know what it is, but it caused me a, I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have said, Lori, it will be impossible for me to do it. No, I'm just happier when I can stream like this. All right. Is that Janet Baum? Hi, Janet. Welcome, Janet. It's fine. Learning curve. I don't think it's ever going to work on my phones. I don't think StreamYard. And when I try to plug in my laptop, my Chrome browser freezes up. And I thought, well, I'll just get a new computer, because it was doing that on that older little computer that was a ThinkPad that I got from Ann Lar. And she was done with it. She's going to give it to me, but I did reimburse her some money for it. It was a used one, and she was done. She got a new laptop, and I was using that. But after a while, it just, it went through this big Microsoft update. And after it went through that Microsoft update, my Chrome browser just freezes up. And it does it on that little ThinkPad, too. And it does it on my brand new computer. It just so cotton picking, frustrated with it all. Why can't they make things usable for me? Hi, Stitch. Hi, Pam. So it frustrates me a little. It does frustrate me. It's you just want to be able to plug and play, but plug and play is not as easy as it sounds. Oh. So I think I'm done with February here. Yeah, I am. And so this is February, and then what I do, let me pull this out again here. I get a blank one, put it like that, like this. Oh, we'll use this, like this. And then these will be bound in on a separate spine that will be taped down into my book. But then the next one is what I'm getting ready to work on March. And this, of course, is curly paper. But once I put the little graphic on it, it flattens out. So I put another one just like this. This will be March, and this will be April. And then I'll have another blank one, which is April. And then this one will be May and June, and another blank one until I get to the end. And then when I have them all done, like this, I might put some things in here. I'm thinking I got some of that Tim Holtz typography, I think it is, that has the letter writing, that tissue paper. I might put some of that in here, but I'm going to get this done first. Oh. Let me look at chat again. Let's see. Lori, fabulous job. Oh, yes. Let's give Lori the biggest applause and thumbs up. She certainly deserves applause and thumbs up and hearts and everything else for her. Let me fix this. For her hosting the Streamathon this weekend. It is a lot of work. And it doesn't stop when you get everybody scheduled. It keeps going. Like Lori was getting set up last night, and Miriam was having some questions. I couldn't help her. I didn't know whether she was going through. I knew she had mobile. Now, I go online in mobile, but I didn't want to touch it with StreamYard. I didn't know what she was doing. But lucky for us, Becca came in, and Rebecca got her all set up to go. So even you guys don't see everything that happens in the background. But we didn't. The only problem I think Lori mentioned tonight in her little deal tonight was Kathy Arbor had a little blackout there, but she was able to recover from it. And I was in Kathy Arbor's stream yesterday. I watched most of her stream. See, Nashua's here, Dixie here, Kathy Williams, Kathy Whitney, Lori. Yeah, she says frustrating for sure. And you know, my patience level has grown very thin in the last couple weeks, and that's on me. That's on me. Look, I love this top, and I think I got Clorox or something on it there. That's why I wear these old tops. I buy these tops at Goodwill, and let me just roll this up. It's bothering me, because when I'm in here, you guys, I'm a messy crafter. I might have done that in the washing machine, though. It might have. I Clorox all my. I put I wash them, but I also put Clorox in the bath towels and the kitchen towels. Yeah, we got some pretty spotty Clorox bath towels, but I'd rather have them clean of all the germs. I think I'm ready for March. That's April. What I was doing here, let me move all this. What I was doing was separating this. This is April, and this is April, and this is April. This is May, and I don't have this cut yet. Let's see, what is this? This goes to March. This is March. So it's March, April, and this is May. And what I do, this little birthday book goes like this. You know, May, well, it's April. This is the last of April, but I glue that down. So that's May, and then it has the star sign, the gemstone, and the fragrance. And I'm going to let these little things be on the dividers. So here's June. Yeah, they say, million thanks, Lori. Yep, Lori did an excellent job. Like I said, this is a lot of work to do that stream-a-thon. And I watched as many streams as I could. I didn't watch them all to completion because, you know, I have a life too. But I watched as much as I could. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to let's see, who else did I miss? I said hello to Nashua and Rhonda and Pam and Kathy Whitney and Janet Baum. So good to see Janet back in here, isn't it, everybody? Lori, Paint Girly, Red Wagon. I'm just checking to see if I missed anybody. I think I've got everybody. Riri. Do. But you know, I have to be honest with you guys. I think I do best just streaming by myself. All this other, until I get the right technology or whatever's going on with my webcam, until I get all that resolved, I'm just going to forget trying to stream with people because it's just more frustrating than. Let's see if I can't get this stuff off. It's stitched. And I sure did enjoy seeing what everybody was working on. Paint Girly did a YouTube video on if being frugal or not, you know, what if you don't have the money to buy everything and you're just starting out? What can you use that you don't have to run across the block to buy? That was interesting. Janet Young, how many of you are doing the scavenger hunt? You know, if you're a member of Fibdiggity, we have a trade sale bulletin board. It's not for business, it's for personal use. And any trades you do on there are selling, you know, if somebody wants to buy something, you have something you want to, that usually they request it. You don't say, I have this. Well, you could, I guess, as long as it's not a business type thing. I do allow businesses to, but usually they ask, like, can I post this? Can I post this sale, this auction sale? And I appreciate people asking. I'm talking about in our Facebook group. And I think it only happened once. Somebody wanted to post a live sale, an auction. And, I let them do it. But what I'm saying is you can't come in and say, oh, check out my, that type of thing, my business on such and such a page. But if you have something that you want to sell, if you're a member and you say, oh, I accidentally bought 2 phones. Do you want one? I'll sell it to you. That type of thing I don't mind. And the other thing, Arlene and I were talking about this, and I think I'm going to change my questions when people sign up, because we're getting some people who want to become members of the group, but we go and look at their Facebook page or we'll look at their YouTube channel and they have one video on there with their son's shoe collection, and I'm going, well, how does, you may have an interest in art, but you aren't doing much in art that we see, and I'm going, do you just want to come in here to, get name and addresses or, so we have turned away some people because of that. And I'm going to change my questions to reflect that we have to be able to tell that you're actively creating art or actively doing some type of, so most of you guys, is that Laura? Is that Jersey Laura? Hi, Jersey. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm going to have to trim that. It's so good to see you, Jersey. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie, you did a good job too. What, this was your first time in a, did I hear that this was your first time in a hop? I think you've streamed before. I may have you mixed up with somebody else there, but all right, we're on December here. I think I pulled October out of there. November. October goes in here. And then there's a whole section. I think this is, no, wait a minute. Yeah, there's a whole section here on name and addresses. I don't know if I want to put that in the calendars for 1986, so I might just use this as, cut the year off and use it as fussy cuts. And then I've got that. Janet said, link to Janet M. Young's community tab where you can find and print the scavenger hunt list. Yeah, I copied that down. I'm still deciding if I'm going to play or not. I'm going to have to look through and see how much I have of what. But Janet was even saying last night that if you join the scavenger hunt and you can't find anything, if you've looked and looked and looked, that you can draw it. And she was showing some of her journals of her previous scavenger hunts where she said, oh, I drew this. And this is drawn and that's drawn. And I looked at her and going, wow, that looks like it looked like it was a magazine ad in there. She's an excellent artist. Excellent artist. All right, hold on. Now I'm going to cut these apart. Oh, can't cut them apart with my scoreboard. I have gotten some more boxes straightened up, though, just hunting for stuff. I'm beginning to feel a little bit more organized in this room. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm beginning to feel more organized, like I can, wait a minute. February, I got these on here. April, March, May, April. I need to cut this May one off. And I've been cutting the months off and kind of separating it a little here just for my own fun, my own pleasure. So I put this down toward the bottom of my page and this up toward the top. And I have some brown space to play with in there. These are for the divider. So there's May. Here's the May documentation. And March, April. Here's April. That's February. March. Here's April. Star sign. No, this one's April because it's not cut yet. Ah. And I hope I got this right. March. I'm going to have to see if I got this right. And here's April's header. I think this is April here. The crocus for April and the sweet pea for March. I'm going to have to check before I glue it in. All right. So I'm going to flip it this way because I'm working on June. 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 And June. I settled down when I can get my hands busy on some art. Something. Everything else fades into the background. Here's July. And I'm just putting these in with a glue stick. Hi, Tori O'Neill. Welcome, welcome, welcome. August. Good to have you join us. She says, hello, hello. There's August. And this really doesn't take long once you get going. This is September. And I've got envelopes to paint. I've got things to get ready. Here I am playing with my desk book, but I do want to get it done. October. October. November. At some point in there, I think it was one of the chats, Janet Baum said she was getting her mojo back. Is she still in here? Yay, Janet. We want a Janet full of mojo. Janet posts most of her, Janet USA, Janet Baum, posts most of her things out on Facebook. Deal with all this YouTube craziness, huh? All right, here's December, November, October, September, August, whoops here, August, July, June. Wait a minute, July goes under here. July, June. Now I need to make sure I have these right. May star sign is the fragrances of foxflower. Star sign is the Taurus. Oh. Yeah, here's where I was trying to join StreamYard and it's still spinning. And when I enter it, it doesn't let me on this one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Do. What month? What month is Lily of the Valley? Maybe that will give me what I got. What month is Likey of the Valley? Birth month of flowers and their meaning. Old Farmer's Almanac. The May. Oh, what is your birth flower? I don't care about mine. I should say, well, let's go back. Free guide. I don't want a free guide. Choose a month. I want May. Oh, choose your zodiac. That's an ad, I think. Meaning of flowers. January, February is the violet and primrose. March is the daffodil and jonquil. April is the sweet pea. May is the lily of the valley. So I have May right. So May is right. I kind of messed up in here because I had my papers all mixed up. April. What is crocus? Let's go back one. Daisy and sweet pea. I might have this mixed up. Sweet pea. Sweet pea is April. There we go. I had this mixed up. April is sweet pea, so crocus must be March. And it says it's daffodil and jonquil, but I have crocus. Let's go what crocus. What month is crocus? What month do crocuses bloom? How many times a year? Crocuses can flower anytime. Crocuses, what do you want to say? How do you say it? What month is November? What month is crocus? Is flower of what month? Crocus is one of the earliest blooming ones. It blooms in March or early April. So I think this is supposed to be for March. February. March. And I accidentally cut my... There. All right. So now I've got it all ready to go. Let me look at chat. I have to tell you, I'm a little, well, I probably didn't get enough sleep. You guys, I won the giveaway at Amazon, Amazon Tammy. It was worth staying up. I said, I'm going to watch some of these videos in the wee hour of the morning. And I tried to watch Lena. Oh, I tried. I watched Janet, and then Amazon Tammy was on after Janet. And I said, I'm going to watch her. I'm going to stay up and watch. I napped during the day so I could stay up. And she had a giveaway right at the very end. And I won it. And it's a pack of just items from Australia, you know, like, I don't, you know, brochures, that type of things, advertisements, things that you would see in Australia that's unique to Australia. I can't wait to get it. I think I'm going to do an Australia maybe a glue book or junk journal, or maybe a couple pages in my journal. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Jameson, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And I have always seen Australia as being an upside down United States. They're kind of, if you would take Australia, the shape of Australia, and turn it upside down, it would almost look like the shape of the United States. Not quite, but almost. All right, we're ready for this other page here. And I think, let's see, I worked on January, February, and March. January, February, March, and no, January and February. What do I have in here? Do I hold it? This, here, I need to do March here. I need to do March here. We've done January and February. Hold on to that for me, Penelope. And I use this. And we're going to do March. And once I get the paper glued down here, it straightens it out. It holds it flat enough for me. But I need to glue it down. So when you see these things, we pass a lot of this stuff up in the thrift stores and even, even at the Dollar Tree, we see these little address books and birthday books and stuff like that. Now I got this one at the thrift store, but man, I'll tell you, these make really excellent dividers for my desk journal. And then I want to put some of those work basket envelopes in here. I had a whole stack of them. Am I doing this right? So this is going to go down in here. And see, it flattens out once it's got something to hold it down. And cleaning out my stash, I found a couple of glue sticks that I haven't used yet, so I'm trying to get those used up. And I think here, I don't know what's the weather going to be like next week for you guys. It's supposed to be snowy and rainy here tomorrow. Probably more rain than snow. Colder. So there's March. And then this blank one comes after it. And we're ready to start April and May. So I'll put that up here. And let's grab another sheet here. And I'm just gonna, well, I should probably pull it out. I got this 25 here. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. Laura says, our weather is in the 50s. It's unbelievably warm. Well, I think there's a change coming. I saw the weather report. It said, beware. So you better get outside and do what you wanted to do while it's still in the 50s, Laura. It's so good to see you, Laura. All right, here's the March crocus. What did I do with the March crocus? I glued it down. I'm working on April. I cut that one. I'm working on April. I tell you, I have to make myself calm down sometimes. I have to make myself take a breath and say, it's not worth it, Meri. Calm down. I can take it when I say it to myself. If somebody else would tell me that, I'd get it even more in a tizzy. I got in a tizzy. I'm still in my tizzy. Hi, Kellyanne. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Arlene. Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Hello, hello. Laura said, it's crazy. I read it's so warm and sunny outside that you really only need a sweatshirt. Ha ha! Hopefully you have something, pants on or something. We were laughing. My grandniece got this big old hoodie sweatshirt, and they were saying how, oh, I got that over too far, how the kids are wearing pajama bottoms and these big old baggy sweatshirts with the, I mean, they're huge, like they're like a 10X with the hood on it. You know, they swim in them, and then they wear pajama bottoms. All right, we need, this is March and March. I don't want that. We're doing April. April. Oh, we were laughing about it. She wanted one of those hoodie things for Christmas. So her mom got her one, her mom and her dad. And she's earning her own money now. She's doing babysitting. That's a pretty good deal, we think. All right, now we're going to have to do May over here. Oh, no, we have to do the, wait a minute. This is April here. What does this go to? What did I goof up on? Did I not put a, yeah, that's what I goofed up on. This is March here. This is March. I didn't do the back page of March. We'll do that now. That's why I had that extra headline there. Laura says, ah, Barb, love you, girl. What did Barbara say? Laura, I'm in complete tears. I can hardly type. Way. Sharon Marlowe. Did Sharon Marlowe come in? Wait, hi, Joyce Boring. Hi, Joyce Boring. I said Joyce Baring. Sherry Habing, welcome, welcome. Kellyanne, Joyce, Sherry Habing, Laura. What are you talking about, Sharon Marlowe? Wait a minute. Red Wagon said she received a giant double-sided poncho style. Is that what it is? Oh, a lounging top. Oh, that's cool. Wait, Laura, I'm in complete tears. What are you in tears over, Barbara? I'm lost. And then somebody said Sharon Marlowe. Barbara did. She says, Sharon Marlowe. Oh, wait. Joyce, Kellyanne, Sherry, Laura, Kellyanne. Welcome, everybody. I don't see Sharon. Where's Sharon? There she is. She says, hi, Pot Pie. And Red Wagon, hi, Sharon Marlowe. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Laura and Red Wagon and Sharon Marlowe, Kellyanne. All you guys, you just, you know, I think more than anything, the art is fun to do, but more than anything, I think that and I think even for my own streams, it's getting the community and chatting with you guys. And you know, I have to improve my hosting skills to pay more attention to chat, because I'm enjoying you all. That's what I enjoyed most, I think, about the Streamathon, was just listening to you guys talk and everything. All right, let's put this down in here. How did I do it on the other one? Wait, hold it. I got to check this out. I think I put them both up at the top. Come on. One more. Yeah. So I really need that little. I need this one first. March, March. Where's my... All right, let me go down to the bottom here. Arlene says, time for church. See you all later. Bye, Arlene. I did my church this morning. We sang songs, had a guest minister in there. Well, not the regular minister. I think he's the minister of the students. I won't preach to you though, but I enjoyed it. All right. I didn't get much sleep this weekend, let me tell you. I didn't get much sleep. Okay, there's March. And I'll come down with some more, add stuff as I go. Oh, I put it on the wrong one. Jeez, Mary. No, I didn't. What? It's right. Forget this. I ripped it up. This is probably why this stuff doesn't stick like it should. That's why I like Yes Paste, because I take time, have to have time to get this stuff all where I want it. I'll probably have to come in on that again. All right. Where's January? March. What? I have this wrong somehow. Take a breath, Mary. Figure out what you did. January, February. March is the beginning. It goes like this. March. And January, February, March. This one's wrong. Have I glued it down? I glued it down. I'm going to have to take this off. This is another reason why I don't like glue stick. Look how I can peel this up. I got this all wrong. Mary can't art and chat at the same time. Of course Mary has it wrong. That's the way she operates. Okay. April goes over here. I knocked something down. What did I knock down? I think it was my scrap. All right. March. And then April goes here and on the back of here. Okay. Be patient. Be patient. Don't be in such a hurry. I used to sing that along with the... I used to listen to Christian radio a lot. And they'd have a children's hour, and that was one of the songs. That was just a word out of it. Don't demonetize me. Oh dear. I didn't sing it. On key anyway. Look, I'm already running out of paste here. I'm not going to get through with this. I'm going to be digging out of it. Where's the lid? I don't know where I did the lid. I must have knocked the lid off on the floor. Let's see what I have here. Thought I had two of them. this one's about gone too. Let's put the lid on that other one. I must have knocked the lid off of the other one. I'll dig it out. I don't feel like doing it right now. It's about done. They just don't put enough glue in this for me. That's maybe 2 spatulas of Yes paste. And you pay $5 for it. Plus. All right. I'm putting April on the back of this. Right. Get out your Yes paste then, Meri. Quit crabbing about it. Do, 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 do. Saw my spatula here. Where did it go? I don't know if I can get. Okay, now. Where's the. This is May. Where's the. What did you do with it? Did you put it up here? I surely did. There's this. Don't know if this will get it out. This is the one I tore off. I'll like this once I get it all done, and I'll start using it. Oh, is Rhonda still here? Maybe I'll have to wait till... I think I'm going to stream tomorrow morning. It's 6:50 here. I might leave a little early tonight because I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. I'm going to stream tomorrow morning, but I got a card from Rhonda. I want to open it while she's here. Hi, is it Monkey Meri came in? And Draw Tangles with Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Wow, long time no see. I'm missing my April banner. Maybe that's what fell. Did April fall? I don't see it down here. Well, I'll put it in when I find it. I don't see it here. All right, March and April, and I need a banner there. It's here somewhere. Here it is. April. I'll tell you, I can get frustrated pretty easy with too much stuff crowding around me. I have pretty much, I sorted through an awful lot this weekend. And now I just need to get it back in that little closet. And I'm hoping to do that after I get my Happy Mail all off next week. Then I'm going to get that closet sorted out. Hi, Angie Brown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is your new year going, Ms. Angie? Keisha says, Angie Marie. Did you wake up from your Angie nap? I was taking Angie naps all weekend. All weekend. I'd take an Angie nap so I could stay up late. And boy, I'm glad I did. Because I won Amazon Tammy's giveaway. I'm so looking forward to getting it. She was fun to watch. She was doing a fairy, the cover of a I don't know if it was a book or journal, if she was altering a book or doing a journal cover, but it was like a little fairy house. And I think it lit up when you open the door, you know, like my little Society of Idea Collector. I have the little lights on my light bulb. I think her fairy house lights up. Anyway, that's what I thought when I was watching her. Okay, that's good enough. Ah, we got 2 done. We have 6. We've got 4 to go, but I'm liking how the pages are starting to flatten out. So let's set these. This goes behind here like that, because this is April here. This is the April signature. So let's grab another curly one. And we're going to do May and June. By golly, we're going to get through this, aren't we, Penelope? Hi, Kellyanne. Hi, Violet. Violet is periwinkle, Persian periwinkle. If you go to persianperiwinkle.com, she used to be Michelle. And I want to thank her. She sent me a PayPal. And I sent you an email back, Violet. PayPal was not letting me send you a thank you for your trouble. So I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it, but I want to thank you for the PayPal that you gifted me. I certainly do appreciate it. I'll let you know what I get with it. I haven't spent it yet. It won't be long now. But welcome, welcome, and thank you so much. And I want to thank, was it Riri? Friday night or Friday morning? Saturday morning? Whatever morning it was, she gifted me. I think it was Friday night that you gifted me a super chat. And Raul gifted me a PayPal, and so did Christopher. So bless your heart, you guys. I think I'll get a paycheck next month. I think I'll actually get a paycheck next month. I have to call my laser and eye surgery thing and make sure that they got my check. I paid them my monthly deal, but I didn't see it come in yet. And I'm worried that they not thinking I'm not going to pay them in December. I paid you, but it has to go through, probably has to go through all the hospital stuff before it gets to them. I don't know, but I'm going to call tomorrow and say, did you get my payment? I haven't seen it come through, and I'm getting worried. It's already January 2nd. You think I'm not going to pay my bills? Melody. Melody, did I miss a Melody coming in? Melody, I appreciated you so much. Hi, Jasper. Jasper, I sent you an invite. I don't think that you've accepted it yet through the 4th Art Saturday video hop thing. I think you think you're in Fibdiggity. The hop is not done through, the hop rules are in a separate group. And I sent you an invite to it. Check your invites for 4th Art Saturday if you still want to hop with us. We'll be doing a hop in January, the 4th weekend, the 4th Saturday in January. I forgot what it was, the theme. Barbara says, Jasper, best to you in 2023. Monkey Mary is here. She says, I pray that you will get well soon, Angie. Yes. Thank you, Violet. She says, Mary, you're very welcome. Kellyanne says, hello, Jasper. Jasper says, Melody. I'm missing Melody. Monkey Mary, Kellyanne, Angie, Stephanie, Barbara, Monkey Mary, Sherry. Hey, be there, no? Melody, where are you? I'm missing there. No, that's Monkey Mary. I missed Melody. Well, I didn't see where you came in, Melody, but oh, there's Tamazon Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Good day to you. What time is it? Let's see. It's 6:58. It must be the morning hours. It must be, let's see, it's almost 7 o'clock here. What is it, about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning to you? On a Tuesday, is it a Tuesday morning? Or a Monday morning over there? What time is it in Oz? I got this messed up. And thank you so much. I enjoyed you so much, Tammy. In the wee hours of the morning, I enjoyed your stream. Monday morning. It's Monday morning over in Australia. This piece of glue here. Let's see, we want it on this. We'll just use my finger. There's nothing like getting your fingers all sticky. They were complaining that Yes Paste got your fingers sticky. I don't think these glue sticks are any better. Not for Meri anyway. All right, there's May. Now I have to do the May. Star sign is, I don't really believe in these star signs, but it's kind of nice to know what they are. The star sign is a Taurus. The gemstone is an emerald, and the fragrance is foxfire. And I think this is ready to be tossed. It's all sticky. So I ate the rest of the, where's my wax paper? Hold on, I'm digging for wax paper. I ate the rest of our beef stew. My brother said, you're on your own for supper tonight. He doesn't do leftovers very well, but let me tell you, the soup, the longer it marinates, the better it is. And that's what I had for supper, and garlic bread. I make garlic bread. That's what I had for supper tonight, but my brother, I can't keep up with him. As soon as I get the dishes washed, he dirties them. I get so frustrated. He says, well, I have to have it to cook with. And I'm going, well, wash your own dishes. I tell you. As soon as I get those pans washed, he's dirtied another one. You have any family like that? I was complaining to him the other day. I think I've got him trained, though, to, after he eats, to wash up his own plate and everything. He does that pretty good. He's a good brother. I have to have something to vent my frustration on every now and then. I think I got just about as much as I can get out of there. And we'll call this one done so I can get out my Yes Paste. Where the lid for that thing is anyway. Lisa, my eclectic life is here. Riri says, Barb, those sound good. What did Barb say? Kellyanne says, I live alone, but it's the same thing seems to happen. I don't mind doing the dishes, but, because, it's no trouble to do the dishes, but it gets so frustrating that I no sooner get them all washed than he's got another one out. I don't know if I can get that out. I'll just dig it this way. There it comes. I swear there's probably, two, maybe, if we're lucky, 3 spatulas of Yes Paste in these things. I prefer my Yes Paste. To each their own, Meri. It's just as sticky, if you ask me, those glue sticks, especially if you have to dig them out. Just as sticky. All right, let's put May up here. And then we'll have June done and we'll be halfway through this. I want to draw Janice Glines and who else? Somebody else has been putting public domain pictures. I think Janice did Clara Barton. I think I'll draw her tomorrow morning. I like to do different things. So I think I'll draw Clara Barton tomorrow morning. See if I can get a likeness. Oh dear. We need to work on our Dee Dee doll. I need to finish this. And I need to get Happy Mail out. Look at this. See, it straightens up once I get the little pieces on there. All right, we're ready for June. Hi, Mariana. Dixie says, I'm missing people coming in. Sherry Van, Lisa, Sherry Van, Angie, Barbara, Lisa. I don't see a Mariana. How do I see? Let's refresh my chat. Amber, hi Amber. Hi Mariana, or is it Mariana? Sherry Van, Lisa, Amber, Dixie, Kellyanne. There she is. Fernandez, Mariana Fernandez. Hi Mariana. It's good to have you in here. Are you a Nebraska person by any chance? Are you a Nebraska person? Do I know you? Something in my head says I might know you, but then if you're not from Nebraska, I don't know you. Janice Glines, hi Janice. Good to see you too. Where are you from, Mariana? We want to know. And welcome, welcome. It's good to have you join us. Got a lot of new people peeking in tonight. Must be the New Year holiday. Woohoo! Janice says hi. Hi, Pam. You drove through Nebraska a couple days ago on Interstate 80 or 81 or whatever. No, it's 80. Interstate 80 through Grand Island and York and Lincoln and Omaha. Scottsbluff, North Platte. We're south of all of that. We're almost down to Kansas. Well, not quite that far south. We're probably about maybe 65 miles from the Kansas border, north of the Kansas border. Oh, you're from Argentina? Well, that's a little far from Nebraska. Welcome, Argentina. My goodness. Argentina. Woohoo. Raul, I was having trouble pronouncing him until I heard some of the other hosts pronounce his name. I was calling him Raul. It's Raul, or I think it's Raul. Well, anyway, he's from Barcelona, Spain. We get a lot of people from the UK and Osgran, and Tammy, Amazon Tammy are from Australia. All right, what did I do with we're doing June. Argentina. I roomed with way back in my college days. Oh, I was probably a sophomore in college. And her name was Ruth, and she was from Argentina. And she was it was kind of sad back then. When I went to school, they had they didn't have a shortage of nurses then. They were discouraging people from going into nursing. They said, our schools are filled up. Got the little 25 there. And she was having trouble getting, because she was a foreign student back in the day, in our day, and they weren't going to let her in. And she had gone to school here, and she got admitted to nursing, and she was ready to, I don't know what it was, the next step. They weren't going to let her. They weren't going to let her in because she was a foreign student. I thought that was pretty crappy. And I don't know if she got some help through the senator or what, but she had friends to help her. I couldn't, I was just a poor girl from Nebraska. May, June. And I think she finally got admitted to nursing school. I think she finally got in. That would be discouraging, though, if you ask me. But I can remember we had several discussions. I can't remember who the president of Argentina was then, but I know she was saying if the United States didn't be careful, it wouldn't be a United States anymore. And I don't know. We had some political discussions. You do that when you're in college. We won't do it here. It was fun, though, to room with a foreign student. She was a nice little gal. And she'd call her mom, or her mom would call her, and, she'd take the call in her room. She'd, Mama! I guess that was, if I remember right. She'd get all excited, and she'd be chattering away, and I didn't understand a word. I just listened to her. You could tell it was really, it was an event for her. You have to understand that we didn't have cell phones back then. We didn't have internet. I guess I got that torn there when I have to mend that. It was a big deal back then. I can remember calling my mom long distance. I was a little bit older then, but I'd call every week. My monthly phone bills would run $195 a month. And I didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have all this unlimited service and web phones and all of that. Artie Dar. Hi, Arte. Is it Mariana? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Mariana, or is it Mariana? Marie like Marie Anna. Or is it Mariana? Dixie said, we had pen pals. Yeah. All right, so this goes in here. And we take the next one, blank one down for June. Whoops, that's not a blank one. Where's my blank one? Where did I put it? Hold on. The blank one's here someplace. Not wax paper in my way. Here we go. So January, and this starts February here. Oh, I need one in between. I need one here. February in here. March here. And this is April here. And this is May and June. This is going to be cool. I'm going to bind these. I think I'm going to try to bind them, put some bulldog clips here. Well, no, I can't do that. I'll have to bind them 2 at a time. You come through and bind one, and then you come out of one and you go down to the next one and bind that in there and bind it in here. And then you come down from here and go back down to the next one here. I think I was watching Sea Lemon. Sea Lemon does a lot of book binding. And of course, I'll have to maybe trim. I'm not too concerned about the edges here. This is just for me. This one's pretty even. Well, no, it's not. It's good enough for me. It's a little tall on some of these. I could cut those down once I get it all bound. Then I'd make a mess out of it. All right, we're ready to work on July. What time is it? It's 7:14. Angie says, I want some black-eyed peas. What are you going to use this journal for? Lisa, here's the cover here. I'm making a desk book just to sit out here and write stuff that, you know, like quotes or like, it's not a Society of Idea Collector. It's more of a desk journal type thing. Let's use these because this one's curling up on me. See, and they'll be bound in here. And I've got plenty of room. I've got some of those needlework envelopes, those work basket envelopes. I've got a lot more I want to put in here. Those work basket envelopes, I'm giving away some. I got a whole stack of them. And I want to work those in here to hold ephemera or something. And I need a pen holder on this, and I need a closure. But between the time Lori signed off and the time I came on, I put these book corners on it. It looks like I tore this, but some of these some of these postcards are flapping over the side here, and I'm just going, if they start ripping, I'm going to let them rip or let it distress. I just folded it over, but I think in the process of putting this on, I tore it a little. But I inked all this in here. My camera has a pretty bright light. I think it's a little darker than what you guys are seeing. But these are postcards. This was project paper. It was kind of letter paper. You think of Tim Holtz. It wasn't Tim Holtz. I got this project paper from Hobby Lobby a year or so ago. And that's the inside is exactly the same. And you know, I got some of that fabric. It's gray, but it has those postage stamps on it. I might, in my spot up here, put a piece of fabric on there. I could stitch that on. Ooh, that would be neat. So I'm not quite ready to bind these up yet. I've got things I want to do to it. But I can go ahead and work in January. Like, Lisa, I'll show you. I got this whole pad. It has 52 weeks. I counted them. I didn't use all 52 weeks because I'm using front and back. But it's a blank calendar. And little birds on this side. And so for January the 1st here, all I did was, I did this when I first came on, just to make a note, just say I'm getting something done today. On my first note here, I just noted the streamathon and working on a desk journal. And I'm not going to plan. It's not a planner. It's just kind of a little notation. I might write a quote down there. I might do a sketch or a doodle over here. I like to clip a lot of things out of newspapers. In fact, I did that. I didn't bring them in here. But in yesterday's paper, Saturday's paper, it had craft resolutions. This lady, her name is Robin. She writes here locally about crafting. And I was going to put that in here. I'll probably put it in I think I want to use those pockets for my news clippings, my newspaper clippings. maybe if, you know, if there's a an event like today is the World Chocolate Day or National Chocolate Day, I might note that. Just little fun things. It's supposed to be a desk journal. It's different than an art journal, and then I'm not painting and prompting and all of that, or I'm trying to make an art journal page. And it's also not a Society of Idea Collector. I'm not collecting ideas. So we'll see what else I put in there. That's as far as I am on it. But Dee Dee Willingham made a desk journal. And I might take this out on the front porch when it gets warmer and, you know, write. I like to do a lot of writing. And that's one reason why I'm not putting anything bulky on the front. Because I'm just going to keep these together for now. What am I working on? July here? Yeah. Becky. Hi, Becky. Scott and I will be celebrating 38 years of married in May and 39 years together. What day in May, Becky? What day is your anniversary? That's really cool, Becky. 38 years? On the 11th. May 11th. Write that down. I'm not to May. Oh, yeah, I am to May. Wait a minute. Let's write Becky's anniversary on May 11th here. Becky, I'm going to do a wobblehead doll for you. Paper doll. Wobblehead paper doll. Becky said, I'm so tired. I'm a wobblehead. Wait, I got to write this down. April, May. And I might get other little factoids from you guys as we go. Lisa says, I pray it will go well. Riri says, hi, Lisa and Becky. Says, thank you, Lisa. I'm super restless this time. Renee says, it's a planned home birth. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Renee says, maybe because I have one grandchild and number 2 is expected any time now. Oh, Renee. She said she's a little worried because it's a home birth. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going to write Becky before I forget it. May 11th is Becky and Scott's 38th wedding anniversary. Wait a minute. Well, let's see. May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And I think I'm going to go here. Because, yeah, I'm going to go here. So this, well, of course it would be 7th. 7 days in a week. 7, 8, let's try May. Yes, I don't want this pen. Hold on. What did I do with that pen I have out? This is May 8th. May 9, May 10, and here we are at the 11th, May 11, and I'm going to write Becky, and this will remind me, Becky, to send you a card or something. I'm adding to your box. I'm adding some stuff to your box, so it's just stuff I'd planned to give to you and I hadn't got it sent. Becky and Scott's 38th wedding anniversary. So just stuff like that. And, you know, maybe somebody will say something in chat that, like Becky said, I'm a wobblehead tonight. I just thought that was so funny. All right, we're going to put this away. I'm getting there. I'm not going to stay on real late tonight. I might quit at 9 o'clock because I'm going to get up early tomorrow. I'm going to get up early and stream before tomorrow's Monday. Dee Dee and Janet Nash will be on. Dee Dee comes on at 8:30, 7:30 my time. But if I get up and do my 4:30 stream, I usually don't do that on Monday, but I have so much to catch up on. I have so much to catch up on. Morning Glory for June. We've had, they're white Morning Glories. Ours are purple. And I'll tell you, they are prolific. Here's that other cap. This year, when they start blooming, I'm going to get out there and pull all the heads off of them. Pull all the blooms off. And I found out I could dry them. And I think the blooms are where the seeds come from eventually, right? There's probably enough seeds in the ground to last for 3 centuries, but I'm going to pull the blooms off. And I'll be pulling blooms for 3 hours every morning, I think. But we just, morning glories, if you don't get them, they can take over your whole garden. And I'm hoping my daylilies that I got will come up. I'm kind of worried that they won't, because that guy that I bought them from on Facebook here locally said that he dug them earlier in the year from his mom's house, and they look kind of dry. But I went ahead and put them in the ground. We'll see if they bloom. If I can get any more glue out of that cap or not. I pretty well cleaned it out. I think it's back to the yes paste here. I just had to use up those 2 glue sticks. Becky said Greca's has been done so ugly that so many gals, he just doing his own thing. I don't know. I think Greg is a good-looking guy. Sometimes, it just takes time to find the right person. He might surprise you and say, Mom, I have somebody I want you to meet. I'm sweet on her. I don't care if you don't like her or not. She's the one for me. We're getting married in next week. Or we eloped. Better that he waits to find the right person than marries the wrong person. Wouldn't you agree? I think a lot of people my age, when we were younger, got married just because they didn't want to be single for the rest of their lives. I didn't get enough glue on that. And, there's been so many divorces my age. You have to grow up a little. Sometimes you got to grow up. All right, we got two empties here. Oh, maybe that wasn't the right. Let's see, I've got another one. I found these partially used glue sticks. Let's check this one out. I'm going to use them up. This one might be empty. It feels empty. That one's empty too. Let's see what else I got. I got a Pin Plus Gear one. Let's see if this one has got any juice left in it. It's kind of dry. I think it's dried up. I think it's a dry. Throw it away. Let's get out my yes paste. Where is it? I should be getting some more of this month in a week or so. I ordered some. And I ordered some bobby pins. Walmart is not selling the 3-inch bobby pins anymore. So I ordered them off of Amazon. I guess that's going to be this. Is this down? I'll put a little bit of Yes paste on this. Get my corners here. I think that it might be my gluing experience, but if you ask me, it's just as messy to use a glue stick as it is this Yes paste. Get in there. I didn't get all of that. My glue stick was, I didn't have enough glue on my palette knife. All right. Let's do this one. July comes here. You were just looking for someone I could build a life with. Together, not a rich person to live a lifestyle. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I thought that a couple of times I found my one and only. Wasn't to be. He drove off in a red Corvette. My mom was living with me then. I think it kind of, I don't want to say it scared him away, but I think it kind of scared him away. I think if I would have been living alone, it would have been a different story, but I wasn't going to kick my mom out. That's a whole different life. I would dream about him I'm telling you my younger days here, but ever since I dream about him every Christmas Eve after that. He moved away and I moved away. And we moved away. We both were working at the same company. And we both gave notice on the same day. And neither one of us knew. My boss come up and said, "What's going on?" And I said, I just told him I found a better job. It was in parentheses, "You weren't paying me enough." I didn't tell him that, but I found the job that paid more, and he probably did too, but we both gave notice on the same day, and my boss thought that maybe we were fighting or something. I don't know. Nope. Something better came along. I moved out of state. That was when I was young and dumb. He was a cool guy, though. I liked him a lot. I don't tell you guys much about my my past life in that regard. And then when I was even younger, I fell for this guy who was way older than me. And it was more of a one-sided deal. He didn't fall for me, but I fell for him. And after I got back here to Nebraska, I looked him up on the internet. He was married and had grandkids. He wouldn't know me from anybody else now. He was a cool guy, too. Oh, Penelope, you're eating my pins. And after that, I never really found the right guy. He never found me. I was so career-oriented, and I moved around. I moved around probably too much. My dad tried to match me up with a farmer in Nebraska. And that guy that he tried to match me up with got married. And, geez, they had 2 boys that my mother just adored, those 2 young ones that they had. They were neighbors to my mother. And, gosh, they're probably in their 40s, late 40s now. maybe not that old, but they're no longer babies, that's for sure. I often wonder if I would have stayed home and married a local farmer, what my life would be like. Would I have kids? Would I have grandchildren? Probably would. But I don't think I would have been as happy. I think we take our journeys. I think we're supposed to take our journeys. If I would have not gone through all the experiences that I did, I'm not saying they were all happy ones, but I learned things that I would never have learned or experienced, let's put it that way, if I would have stayed home and helped the local guy plow his fields, raise chickens. Not that there's anything wrong with raising chickens. The price of eggs today. All right, Mary's off on something else. Still can't really. Let's see, Amber says, I didn't want to move, but I couldn't afford to live on my own. I still can't really. Amazon Tammy says, so many could have been here too, and now I'm just older, pickier, and not willing to compromise, so alone I shall remain. Tammy, you say that, but I'll bet you if the right guy says, you're a pretty neat gal, want to hook up? Or something like that. And if you liked him enough, I'll bet you that Amazon Tammy would. Sure! It takes the right person, doesn't it? It takes the right person. You know, you have to be able, Becky and Scott, you know, I can't imagine Becky without Scott. Can any of you? I mean, because we know Scott from all the videos. I can't see Becky with anybody else than Scott. Maybe Becky can, but I can't. It just takes the right person, and it has to be right for them, too. It has to be right. I'm not unhappy. I just wonder what my life would have been like if I would have gone down a different path. But I don't want to know that bad. I don't want any angels coming and showing me. Oh, Mary, we'll show you what it was like. We'll show you what it would be like, and I'd have 12 kids to take care of. All right, there's July and August. We're getting into the fall months. Here's July and August. September and October, November, December. Janice says, marriage is the art of compromise. Well, I think I agree. I can't really say that I'm an expert. But I imagine a lot of you out there are experts. But let me tell you, just living with another person, like my brother lets me live here, and we have to compromise on a lot, just as brother and sister. And my brother is a good brother. I don't know how he puts up with me, because, you know, I sometimes I'm not the best to live with. Just a few times, though. I do his dishes, but, you know, sometimes I'm always crabbing at him. Did you wash your hands? He says, I always wash my hands now. Did you use soap? I'm not going to eat that hamburger that you made with dirty hands. He's pretty good about it now, but I had to, you know, guys, I don't know what it is. Some guys, you know, and some guys are real picky, but some guys, you know, if it ain't killed me now, it's not going to kill me tomorrow. I'm going, yeah, but it might kill me. I don't want, especially when COVID was on. I think I had a better argument when it was, you know, when so many people were getting COVID and it was a health thing out there, even, printed in the paper. I said, didn't Mrs. Goins teach you? Mrs. Goins taught all of us 4 kids. I went to a small school. And I said, didn't Mrs. Goins teach you to wash your hands before I can remember we always had to go to the bathroom and wash our hands in the bathroom before we went down to lunch. Didn't Mrs. Goins? And he said, yeah, she told me if I didn't wash my hands, I couldn't be in the Christmas play. And I thought, well, I'm not going to wash my hands now. I don't want to be in the play. Brothers. He's a good guy. But I do think I've got him washing his hands now. What is this? I didn't get much glue on there. He's a good brother. He puts up with me. He aired up just things like, sometimes I get frustrated with him. But he came in the other day and said, your front tire's low. Pull it up to the garage there and I'll get out the air, the little air compressor, whatever it is that they use to air up the tires. And I did. Took me a day to do it, but I got it there. And he aired up my tire and put my car back where it should be. I didn't have to repark it. He grabbed my car keys and moved. Well, he had to because he couldn't get his car out, but he didn't make me go do it. And he, when we go shopping and I take him to Hobby Lobby with me, he calculates he keeps track of my money for me, so I don't have to worry about overspending when my brother's behind me. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby since, gosh, it had to be August? The last time, no, it was September. The last time he had his VA appointment was in September. Well, I don't think we went to Hobby Lobby. I think because I've been saving money for the doctor, so I don't think we went then. I said just drive on by. But when we do go to Hobby Lobby and he goes in with me, he makes sure I don't overspend. And I'm so glad that he can't see my online shopping. But he shops too. He had me the other day. He came in and he said, I need you to order some parts for my ice auger. He likes to go ice fishing, and the ice auger is what they use to drill a hole in the ice, I guess. And he wanted to get that all tuned up, and I finally, he gave me, it was 10 years old. I think this is probably done for. It was 10 years old. He bought it 10 years ago. And I found the company, but the phone number was old. And they didn't have their phone number on their website. I eventually found their phone number on a forum. And they were the right place. And he doesn't, because he's hard of hearing, he has that caption phone. He has captioning. The VA pays for it for him. He's deaf. I have to talk to him 3 sentences. Repeat the same sentence 3 times for him to understand. But so he doesn't like to talk on the phone. And so I have to order all his VA medicine for him. He'll come in and he'll bring in 3 bottles of medicine that's empty and says, I need you to reorder my pills for me. We're doing October. We're getting there. I don't know if I have enough glue on here to sticky it down. Move, Penelope. And he gets a little bored in the wintertime, but he ordered a big box of, he's good at crossword puzzles. He's better at those crossword puzzles than I am. He fills them all out too. He sit there and he ordered a whole bunch from, I think it's the Penny Press. He ordered a whole bunch of crossword puzzles, and And he likes to read those mystery books. I can't keep up with checking books out of the library with that one author he likes so well. I think he's read every one of them. Becky says, we also went to Harbor Freight and Scott bought me a new nozzle for the garden hose out front. Oh, cool. Mary says, I gotta leave now. My dear guy just made dinner for us and he rang the dinner bell. Enjoy your dinner, Mary. I think she's gone. Becky said, we went to Goodwill today. On New Year's Day? Were they open on New Year's, Becky? She said, we went to New Year's today and found 2 clothes sewing books and a quilt book all for less than $5. Oh, Becky, your last haul where you had all that Karen Simply Soft, she kept pulling these beautiful bags of Karen yarn. What were there, 10 skeins of it? I drooled. I said, you wouldn't find that here. And Becky's Goodwill has Old Fart Tuesday, and they won't even give us a discount anymore, the senior discount. They took our senior discount away, and they took all the junk away. You can only get clothes. Well, you get a few things. I shouldn't say all the junk is gone, and I'm calling it junk because when I asked the lady, I said, you guys are only selling clothes now? And she said, yeah, we got rid of all the junk. I go, well, that's what I came for, was the junk. I don't care about toddler clothes. I want the junk. Oops, my chat went away. Let's refresh it. I'm probably missing a lot of you that came in. Amber says, nice, Beck. A good nozzle makes a difference. I like the ones with the fancy sprays. Yeah, I do too. It has like a jet spray, a mist spray, a shower spray. It has 10 different sprays. All right, we're ending October here. I think I'm going to have to... It does get a little sticky doing this, but I need to get out an old catalog instead of using the wax paper, but I don't want to go hunting for it. And I'll probably have to go in there and re-glue the edges, but I'm getting them down in here. Barbara says, Miss Allie K, Meri is the Energizer Bunny. Well, I took a lot of naps. I took a lot of Angie naps yesterday because I wanted to be awake to watch the wee hour in the morning chats. And I made it to Lena. And I watched a little bit of Lena. She was starting to flip, but my eyes were starting to close. And then I slept until maybe the middle of Janet Nash's stream. Janet had already started. I think she'd already started. I didn't get in there right away. And then who was on after Janet? Was it Rebecca? No, Rebecca was on after me. Who was on after Janet? I can't remember. I have to go look. All right, there's October. So we can grab another. I'm missing one, I think. This one goes here, and then another one has to come under it. I'm missing one. Is it in here? I know I had 12 of them. I don't know what I did with the other one. Oh, there has to be one in here. I'm missing more than one. Maybe I pulled we'll see what I have here. So here's September, goes here. So July, August, September is on the inside, and October has to go on the outside. So I'm just got one more set to go, November and December. Well, and those are, I don't know how I got so many round things here. Here's November and December. I've got enough. Let's get it done. Well, Allie K, Janice said, she said she was going to stream in the morning and ending tonight at 9. Yes, I am. I think I'm going to end at 9. It's about 10 till 8 now. So I've got enough time to do what I wanted to get done tonight. November. November's flower is a chrysanthemum. Let's do the yeah, I wasn't going to come on tonight. I thought Lori would go, you know, a couple hours. She didn't go that long, so, and I got frustrated. I had to apologize to Lori because it wasn't Lori that frustrated me. It was, and I can't really blame StreamYard. It's just that my phones don't work with it. And every time I try to go into something like this, I should know better because I cause more of a disturbance. I cause more of a disturbance than a help. I didn't get this glued down good. One up on me. I got it. There we go. Sometimes Mary's more of a pest than anything when it comes to that. So sometimes I think I'm just better off doing a stream, you know, let everybody else join up ranks and just say, I can't, it's just doesn't work for me on my phones or my computer. And it's just that the computer, Chrome freezes up on me. This has got, I don't know if I can get it off without, yeah, maybe I can. My fingers are glued together, trying to get these little edges off here. Now I'm going to tear it. Just leave it, Mary. Oh, let's look at chat. Bye, Janice. Bye, Barbara says, Janet, take care. Happy New Year, Janice. Happy New Year. Angie Brown, might hope you have a good sleep. Angie Brown night. Hope you have a good, Angie Brown, good night. Hope you have a good sleep. Angie says, I'm going to bed. I'll see you all in the morning, maybe. Angie's had a rough couple of days this week. Angie's had some rough times this week. I got glue on this. She's lost another uncle. I didn't get to know my uncles. A couple of them I did. But I was in my 30s when both of my uncles, that my mom's brothers, and my mom was not, she knew her brothers, but she was not raised with her brothers. And the one that my mom and I, when I was a senior in high school, I was looking at I don't even know what it was called back then. It was in, what's that town? Not Fort Collins. There's another Colorado town out there. It wasn't Fort Collins. Can't remember the town now. Out in Colorado that had a really good teacher's college and art. I wanted to be an art teacher back then. And we went out there to look at that school. I didn't know what I was doing. I was so young and dumb there. I thought I knew everything. And I liked the school and everything, but I didn't have enough money for the out-of-state tuition. I didn't have the money. We were poor. And even working, I would have not had gotten through. But that being said, my mom and I went out there. We took the train. I can remember we took the train overnight, and it must have been a late night because I can remember the sun coming up over western Colorado and the sunflowers. Oh, the sunflowers. That's what I remember out of that trip, was the sunflowers. Seeing all those. I'm going to wash this knife off a little. I'm just about done here. I'm on November. But anyway, my mother's brother loved to tease my mother. And I got a picture of, they're all passed away now, but I've got a picture. My mom was my aunt. We were staying with my aunt, my mom and I were. And my aunt, her sister, who was not, you know, her brother came to visit, and his wife came to visit. But my mom was, my aunt that we were staying with had a big mirror in the living room. And my mom was standing at that mirror, straightening out her hair. And my uncle Leonard, he was a character. He loved to tease my mom. He called her Florency. Called my mother's name was Florence. And he called her Florency. She didn't like that name. But he called her Florency. But she was sitting there straightening out her hair, you know, and in the mirror. And he crept up behind her on all fours, you know, to scare her. And I snapped a picture of it. Now I got my hands around. You think I'd be done here. I was cleaning that knife off to get this kind of scrape. I don't mind it being distressed here. It's got some of the glue edge here. Anyway, I have that picture. It's one of my treasured photos of my mother. And then we had a family reunion, different time. And my mom and I, this was later in life, after I got out of, I left the university. I had 142 credit hours, but I dropped out of college and decided I wanted to go to a business school. And they had a legal assistant program, which was a new thing back then at that business school. And I graduated from that. It was just a 2-year degree. But I graduated, and so I was a little older that time we went out. To the family reunion. And it was so cool because they took a picture of, and I got this picture too. It was really a cool picture of my mother with the remaining brothers and sisters. And at that time, there were still quite a few of them still alive. And, you know, it was a group picture of just the brothers and sisters. And it was so cool because I have a picture that had belonged to my mother of when those kids were young. My grandmother and grandfather moved out to Colorado, and they were they'd raised sugar beets. And you have to think 1920s, because they were just toddlers. My mom was born in 1914. And my mom was not in that picture because my mom was raised by my great-great-aunt, her great-aunt. But there's a picture of those kids as toddlers out in the foothills of Colorado, I might have said California. It was Colorado. And they were sugar beet farmers, and they were holding these, they were just toddlers, and they were holding these great big 2 or 3 foot sugar beets, and they had machetes in their hands. And it was so cool because I have that picture of them as toddlers, and then opposite, I have the picture of them as in their early 80s. Sugar beets, B-E-E-T-S, B-E-E-T-S, not beans, beets, not sugar cane. Well, they might have made, it wasn't the big tall sugar cane, it was beets. They come in big, long, beet-like tubulars. Yeah, sugar beets. Yep. And then they were raised in a farmhouse. The kids were, and my grandmother and grandfather, they're all gone now. Grandma and grandpa are passed away. All my aunts and uncles, my mom and dad, they're all in their glory someplace, I hope. And but they lived on this farm a little bit south of Loveland, Colorado. Greeley was the town that I was thinking of where the college was. Greeley had a really good teacher's college back then. I don't know what it's like now. I wanted to go, but I couldn't afford the tuition. So I ended up going to the university, which was probably just as well because I had a time adjusting. But I think Greeley was a little bit smaller school. I think Greeley was a little smaller. The university was a big deal for me then, coming from a small school. And I was a quiet kid. I think I'll try to get a little of this off before I put it down. Of course, I'll just stress it. But anyway, they lived on this farm, and my uncle was I love to hear him talk about it. He was telling about this barn that was a block long, and he'd tell about things that they had to do. And I think that barn was still standing when my mama went out and I went out to visit. And we went, my aunt that we stayed with took us to where they used to live on that farm. It had a really long driveway, and whoever was living there now was really it was on the foothills of Colorado. Whoever was living there now took really good care of it. It was really a nice farm now. And I can remember my uncle, because I was kind of looking for a job then, and my uncle was teasing me. He said, "You can come and clean our house." And I said, "Well, I charge $17 an hour." He said, "Well, will we consider that? You wasn't about to pay me $17 an hour." That was good money back then. It's good money today. I was looking for a programming job back then. And he had a change of heart when he found out what my fee was. Oh, I love him. His wife does all that work for nothing. She probably got a kick out of that too. See, I'm worth a little bit more than you're paying me, sir. I eventually found a job in Colorado. I worked in a company on in the Denver Technical Park out on South Littleton. I lived in Littleton before all this Littleton High School happened, but I lived not too far from that school where they had that shooting. But I was out there for a couple years. Worked for this company that did microfiche. Now you have to think this was way before personal computers. And they put all this technical information, engineering information on microfiche for research. Sold it to engineering firms and, people that needed to. Did a good business. Was owned by a baron over in Monaco. I think I've told you guys about this before. And this baron came to Colorado to check out the company that he owned. And I didn't know him from, he was a baron. I was a girl from Nebraska. But I was carrying a big old load of technical manuals. We printed technical manuals. And I had my hands full of manuals, and I was trying to go back into the back room and where the computer area was. And this group of businessmen came through, and they all walked through except for one. And I think it was the Baron. He came and opened the door for me. I was so impressed. He stole my heart. He had a beautiful wife, beautiful, beautiful movie star wife. Of course, I never saw her personally, but I saw pictures of her. And they owned all sorts of American art. And they had brought some of it and was showing it at a gallery. And I so wanted to go, but I was too chicken to go. I thought, their gallery showing. I won't fit in with all these high-class people. I was like, I wasn't even Cinderella. I didn't have a mouse to dress me up for the ball. So I stayed home. I wanted to go, but I would have been out of place. But I sure would have loved to see some of that art. He collected American art. That's a story. That's my story. But him opening the door for me is just those kind of experiences. If I would have stayed home and married a Nebraska farmer boy, I would have never met the Baron of Monaco at that time. And I really didn't meet him. He just opened the door for me. And I know it was him because, I saw pictures of him. I know it was him. He was sure kind to his help. He opened the door because I had my arms full of manuals. I was carrying them back to the computer room in the back. And they were touring the company. And the guys with him walked right on by, and he was considerate enough to turn around and help the poor little lady. He opened the door for me. I would have loved to experience that moment again, knowing who he was. I would have asked for his autograph or something, or maybe a private showing of the art. It's just a memory I have. One of the good memories that I have. I've got a lot of bad memories, but you try to let go of those. Don't hold on to your bad memories. Remember the good things in life. The good things that happen to you. Hi, Penny. You love my story? I like to tell them. My dad told a lot of stories like this. And my mom did too. We didn't have TV growing up. And when we were youngsters, I think our first TV we got was when I was a sophomore in high school. But like when we were, young kids, we didn't have TV. And we would go watch, I got glue on I'm looking for one clean page here. We wanted to watch Saturday night TV. Mom would take us into town. My oldest brother that I'm staying with now, he worked for one of the guys in town who was the mayor of our small town. Gave my oldest brother a job working in his garden and working around the house. And he would invite my mom and all of us kids to watch Gunsmoke and Paladin and what else? Perry Mason, those nights. I don't know if it was Saturday night, whatever night they were on. So Mom would take us in to watch TV at, his name was Happy's house. And he was good to my brother. He was good to us kids. He was probably had more communication with my brothers than he did with me, but I got to watch TV. And he eventually, I think he had a daughter who lived up in Minnesota, I think, up north, one of the northern states. And he went to live with her. And then one of my best friends in grade school, her family moved into that house. And they built that house up. They had a huge family. Well, here, not too long ago, it was after I moved here, the girl who was my friend, who lived in that house after he moved away, we were friends for a good long while. And then after I moved away, you know, graduated from school and everything, she dropped out of school and she got married and had her family. And we kind of went separate ways. But after I moved here, she messaged me and we kind of got to reconnected through email and everything. I'm going to clean this off. But she passed away. But she asked for one of the drawings that I did online here of a little boy. He was done in sepia. It was just a sketch. And she saw me do that. And she asked me if she could have it. And I'm so glad I sent it to her. Because several months after that, her family contacted me and said she passed away. It was sad. It was sad. But I was glad we got to reconnect. She went a different path. She was the one who stayed home and had her family. She didn't marry a farmer, but she married a local guy. She loved her kids. I think her daughter's still alive here. Look at how gooey that is. Ew! Clean it off, Laura says. Yeah, it's pasty too. Throw that one away and get a clean one out. Mary, Artie Dar needs your attention. Thank you, Lisa. What did Artie Dar say? Mods Mary, am I blocked? I need Mary to see me. I see you, Artie Dar. What do you need? Love your story, she says. Artie Dar says, nope, not at all. Dar. Artie Dar says, Barbara says she sees you. You got my attention, but what do you need? You're not blocked. Hi, Mina. Did she say something that I need to? Artie Dar, you have my attention. What do you want? What am I missing out there? Let me go down to the bottom. And to heart and hug you, Mary. Thank you, Arte. You guys, I'll say it again. The best thing, Lori was asking us, what did we learn anything? What did we enjoy most about the streamathon? She said, did you learn any new tips? Did you learn any new techniques? And I was going, well, you know, I knew a lot of the people that were streaming, and you know, we're kind of we have been together so much that we kind of, you know, we know how to jelly print, we know how to glue book, we know how to watercolor. And what I really enjoyed was getting to know people, especially all the new people. I've seen so many new people this weekend. Like I was saying, like Oz Granny or Oz Gran, and she was saying how the streamathon, she started it in 2012, I think she said, over on Ustream. So for me, personally, it was the chat that I think I enjoyed the most. Well, it's getting clean here. It's getting better. I don't think I can clean this white part off too much more. You watch, what did you do tonight? Oh, I watched Mary clean her desk. Oh, but that was exciting. And she did that until 9 o'clock. I could probably spend it till 9 o'clock just sorting through stuff here. I don't think this little, well, I'm able to get some of it off, but I was stamping and I got ink all over this. It's got some gummy stuff in here. Ew! And it's gummy, it gets pasty. I've got to get out a clean towel. I do like this, so Laura Vasquez gifted me this. Bless her heart. I just don't deserve you guys. I wouldn't be able to art like I do if it wouldn't be for all of you. I get pens and scoreboards and staplers and papers. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all this ink off. I need this has got alcohol in it, but well, you know, I got some alcohol here. Let's see if it'll. Penelope, I'm going to move you. Let's see if I can get this clean with a little alcohol here. This is 91%, and it will squirt out here. Let's see if it will take off any of this. Use that old elbow grease. It's pretty dirty. It's clean on the underneath, though. This is the little silicone pad that goes on top. I don't think it's going to get much cleaner. You can get new ones of that, or even buy an oven mat. It's this piece here that you want to keep clean. Alrighty. I think I'm done. I've done about all I can do here. All right. Make sure that that's closed. Let's look at some of the things I'm gonna, and my hands are grimy again. Let's clean them off. Let's see. Lisa says, Meri, are you going to do the scavenger hunt? I'm going to look at the prompts and see how difficult they are. If there are hundreds of things, well, there's only 100 prompts, but if there's too many things that I know I won't be able to put my hands on, I haven't done, you guys do them every year. I write them down. I grab the list and I write them down. And sometimes I'll do a page or two, and that's about all I get done. So I need to look at the prompts and see what they are. I brought them down, but they're up there. I copied them, the file. But I will say again, if you're a member of Fibdiggity, and if there's something that you can't find, drop a comment underneath of the trade bulletin board. I don't think I call it a buy sell. I think I call it trade buy or something like that. But it's a bulletin board, and say I'm looking for such and such, and maybe somebody will have it who can send it to you. Becky says, and dogs in the night. And dogs in the night? Artie says, cool, Barb. I started out arting with family and friends. Becky said, kitchen cleaned up. Kitchen cleaned up and the dog's in the house. Oh, little Bernadette. I had to message Becky and say, where's Bernadette? I was almost afraid that she crossed because we haven't seen much of her online. We did the other day. Becky was talking to her. But I was worried about Bernadette. But Becky said, she's just getting old, Meri. I love the little Bernadette. Hear her little feet patting. And I love to hear Becky talk to her. I like to hear Becky talk to Bernadette. Okay. So there's that. Now, this is July through December. And I can't now, but what I think I'm going to do before I bind these is I'm going to get out that postage stamp fabric, and I'll take it out to the machine and stitch it on Oh, well, but if I stitch, I'll stitch this too. But that's okay. If I stitch a piece of fabric here, the postage stamp fabric, is what I'm thinking. And I'll grab it on here, and if I put it there, I could stitch it and then glue it down rather than stitch it onto here. Or I could stitch it on a piece of paper and glue the paper onto this, which is what I'll probably do because I got plenty of this. Or I could glue it on black cardstock. I got some black cardstock that look nice. So I think that's what I'll do. So I'm not going to bind it, but let's show you some of the things I've been thinking about putting in here. Let me get my things. Let me put my trimmer away, put the scoreboard away. That's in my way. Hold the phone. I keep them underneath of my desk here because then I know where they are. And what am I running over here? No, I'm not running over. It's just down here. Of course, they all fall out. Maybe I am running over it. Hold on. Rolling the pages before I get them in the book. No, I think I'm okay. Just a little dent on January up here. It's okay. So we have it's starting to come together pretty cool, I think. Done a lot of work this weekend on this. So we have January and February. This is February. And oh yeah, I got the pages glued together. Mary's so sloppy. But you know what? I like distress. I love distressed stuff. So stuff like this doesn't bother me. You know, some people would say, oh, you ruined it. I'm going, ooh, cool. It's torn. There. So inside of here, I showed this earlier, there are 3 blank pages, 11 by 17, but I had to cut them down so that they would fit the journal. There are 3 blank pages and 3 calendar pages, but I want to put some more stuff in there. And then I've got my dividers. So there's January, February, March, April. This is April here. Oops, I got this one upside down. May. Yep. Can't be a junk journal unless you put one signature in upside. This one looks a little taller to me. Some of these look a little taller. I might have to trim them down, or I might just leave them. That's May, June, July. Look, I'm going to have to fix some of this. That's August. And here's September's inside of here. October, November is inside of here. And December. And I might put something on the back here. I don't know though, because if I have another sheet, this is a pretty long one that I could start here or even let it wrap around. I don't know if I want to do this, but have it as a backing here so that the pages are all enclosed like that. And I could use that as a wraparound if I wanted to. I don't know if I want to. But this would not be stitched down. It would have to be put on after I got it all bound. No, I'd have to bind it in. And somehow I'd have to stitch it in there if I wanted to do that. And then it will go on a piece that will, let's just pretend that this is fabric with double-sided tape on it. I've got an extra one here. And so it'll have a piece of fabric in here. And this will be glued down. It will be a little bit more smaller than this, not as wide. And then all of these will be stitched onto this, like that. There'll be double-sided tape here and double-sided tape there, and then you go like that. Something like that. So if I want to do the wraparound, I'm going to have to figure out where my spine is, because this will be stitched to this. I don't know if I want to wrap around. I'll have to figure that out later. I'm not going to bind it right away because I want to stitch those signatures. Let's pull this out. And we could not do the wraparound, just leave it like, you know, put the fabric down here and just put this like that. I think I like that better. It's much cleaner. And when you close it up, I've got all this. I've got probably about, well, probably about 3/4 of an inch of space from the pages to the, and then on here it fits a little better. If I get it in there right, probably about 1/4 of an inch. Some of these are a little taller. I think I'm going to have to trim them down, but there's probably about 1/4 of an inch from the top and bottom, which leaves me room in here. Say that's all stitched down. It leaves me room if I want to put a little flag or tag or something there. But now let me show you some of the things I'm thinking of putting in there. Let me get them out here. Are these? No, those are scrap papers. Hold the phone, I have to get them. Here they are. But where's the paper? No, those are ink pens. Wait, what did I do with them? Here they are. Look, Menards had a Halloween bag. A Halloween bag from Menards. And I have that folder. I think it's over here. Hold on. Oh, and I've got these stencils. I've got these stencils that came, Annie B sent me these. And they're journaling stencils. And I never used them, but they will be fun to use in my desk book. And so I think I'm going to keep them right with this. I made a pocket. I mounted this pocket on this paper bag. That was a sack, a paper sack. And I mounted that. I glued it on. I didn't stitch it. And it holds these stencils, and I haven't been using them. And they might be fun to use on some of the pages in there as I work. So what I wanted to show you, let me get them out. Now some of these are going to go in giveaway, the giveaways that I'm sending it. I'll come back to the sack. But what I have here are these work baskets. Let me just grab a handful. I kept the set of 5 that I gave away over there, but I want to send one to Mina. I want to put one in Becky's package. I think I'm going to send one to Kathy Whitney and Tina. And Angie posted and said, give my sampler that Tina won to Tina. So the sampler that Tina won for Angie, Angie said give it back to Tina. And I asked Tina if she wanted it. She said yes. So I'm going to be giving one of these. See these pockets? This one doesn't have anything in it. And this will make a really great pocket. So let's save that one out. And this came from Annie B too, but I'm not sure I want to put it in here because it's tall. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's too cool. Too cool to mess up. And then, so I'm going to have to separate out some of these that I want to send with Happy Mail. I might put one in Janet Nash's sampler. I want to send one to Kathy Whitney. And it'll be easier to send them these than paint pictures. Who am I painting that one picture for? I'll have to look. I'm looking for the empty. There's an empty one here. Yeah, there's two. And here's a work basket thing. I think I'll keep that out. Keep that in here, I mean. This has something in it. I'm looking for empty envelopes. There's several, and this one's empty. This says a portfolio of patterns and directions. So, oh, no, it's not quite empty. It's got something in it. I'm just going to pull that out. Look, Becky, do you want this little crocheted elephant? Amaguri, what do you call that? The little crocheted animals? Is Becky here? Do you want this, Becky? Do you want me to put that in your box? Is the pattern in there? Sure, Becky says sure. I think the pattern's in here. Well, there's a Morning Glory square. You think it would be in here? Hold the phone. It's pictured on there. It should be here. Ideas for the bazaar. Oh, here it's showing you how to. Oh, look, they're using those double-pointed needles for knitting. But this is crocheted, but I don't see the directions. These are Morning Glory squares. Let's check inside here. Becky, I might have got excited for nothing here. We'll check. I'll check and see if I can't find any little animals to send you. What? Oh, does this open up? Maybe that's why I don't see it. It opens up. Maybe it's on the inside. It opens up like this. But I don't see the little crocheted elephant right here. You have to read the instructions, Becky. You have to read those instructions. It's showing right here. Let's see. These are socks here. I think the elephant starts over here. There's the trunk. That's page 2. This is page 7. 6. Oh, this is 2. That's page 2, and this is page 2. Where does the elephant start? Wait, page 2, no, that's 3, I'm sorry. Page 3, that's 7. Oh, I'll bet you it's missing something in here. It's got instructions here on page 7. This is page 6. Oh yeah, it starts on page 6. It's really weird how they folded this together, because it goes 2, 7, 6, 3, and over here is not numbered, but it starts over here. I'll put a note. It starts over here on page, it's not, yeah, it's 6. It starts over here on page 6, and it says Jumbo, who is about 7 inches high, and so it gives the body, and it goes to the band, and then it comes up here to the trunk and the head and the tail, and assembling. So these 2 pages in the center are for the elephant, but it's all written instruction. Which Becky's going, I hate diagrams. Oh, you hate diagrams? There are no diagrams here, so you would have to read it. And I was reading, I love Piecework magazine. I'm going to subscribe. We're going to save this and put it out with Becky's. I'm going to save it out. I'll send it to you. If it doesn't make any sense to you, you can do what you want with it. Let's see if there are any more animals in here. I didn't look. These are Valentines. These are, looks like a little dresser set, a basket, a little, looks like a shoe holder there. Looks like they put a shoe in that bag. This is a basket on your hand. We've got a little basket hanging off of her hand. Crocheted thread holder. It's a thread holder. Oh, they're tatting. Look. I don't know if you guys can see. See, she's tatting. She's got a little tatting. I think it's tatting. She could be crocheting. She's either crocheting or tatting, but she put her ball of thread in a little basket that's hanging off of her wrist, which makes me think it's tatting because I could not imagine a yarn ball fitting on your wrist like that. It's probably a tatting ball. I was reading Piecework, and they were talking about old patterns, that old printed patterns, and how sometimes, you know, it's fun to read them, but sometimes they don't make much sense. Let's see what else is in here that I passed up. And sometimes what's in here is not what's here. Get 2 copies of How To. Is there a... Oh, these are little dollies. These look like yarn dolls. These aren't crocheted. These are little yarn dolls. We used to make that when I was a kid. Oh, slippers. I might keep this one. These are knitted warmers. I wanted a little pair of slippers. I might keep this one for me. In fact, I might keep it out and go read it later. There's nothing on that one but news. This one looks like embroidery. And this is a little quilty quilt. This looks like bird pictures. And this is the one that has the little hand basket and heart. This one didn't have anything in it. Well, it has, let's see, it has a page in there. I was going to give this one away last night, and it just didn't have any. We will accept all this loveliness free. Will you accept all this loveliness for free? What else is in there? A couple little snippets. I'm going to put those there. I'm going to save this envelope. I think I'll grab 6 envelopes, put them in between my signatures. That's a embroidery. Here's a little doggy pillow. You get these pillows with 1 subscription. And this has nothing. February and November of 1948. Written on that envelope. I can't read this. Let's see what's inside here. This is a regular magazine. Work basket. April of 1957. The lady was from Fairfield, which is a little town maybe about 20 miles south of us, where I live now. We love these work baskets. They are so fun to look at. A little bell. Looks like a little crocheted bell. Some edging. Knitted pineapple edge. We're going to send, I don't see any more little animals, but if I run across, here's another empty one, or kind of empty. Tea towels. It's just pictures of them. Those would make fun ATCs. Tea towels. Those would make fun ATCs. You'd have to decide which side you wanted. Now, work basket. I got this whole stack for 25 cents a piece. I think I paid $7 for the whole thing. Here's some letters. Knitted insertion, crossbar, Lastex, L-A-S-T-E-X base, belt. Oh, here's some filet crochet with the alphabet. Filet crochet would be fun to do. Do you do any thread? Excuse me, Becky. Do you do any thread crochet? Excuse me. I used to do thread crochet. I don't think I made any alphabets, but these are pretty. I'll save that one. Let's see if I got any more with pictures on them. This is just a pattern. And you got to check them out here. That's just a pattern. There's no... I like to read the little magazines. I'm not going to take the patterns all apart. Here's a magazine. A little apron. Ideas for the bazaar. It's not very... These little things are... They fold out like this. Oh, sometimes they fold that way, I guess. They fold different. This says a crocheted apron. So that apron's crocheted. We don't wear aprons anymore. Let's put this one back in. And this is... I'll send you the little elephant one. You can do what you want to with it. Maybe I'll send you a... Let's see what's in here. I'll put your elephant in here with this. This doesn't have any little animals, but you can have it. It's got gloves and little yarn skeins, embroidery skeins, pictures of embroidery skeins. I'm going to send these to Becky. Let me grab the elephant. And we'll send you these two. And let's grab one of those patterns that were out here. I don't know what, I have no idea what's in this pattern, so it'll be a surprise. I bought it separately, 25 cents. So whatever's in there you can have, Becky. I had to pay for it separately. It doesn't really go with all of this, but we'll put this in your box. Oh, fill it up. There'll be no room for those other things to roll around. One last one here. 8:40. I won't have time to do any more art. I'll just play around with this stuff. Snowy towels for Hope Chest. Oh, there's another apron. Looks like it's crocheted. They wore aprons back then. We don't wear aprons today unless we're in our art room. Some cool pictures. Vintage pictures. Oh, and here's the charts that Becky likes so well. Looks like it's cross. It looks like it's for, what did Nina call that? Where she took care of all the linens and everything for her church. Mina had a word for that. Sacra something. I should write it down. Now that I have my desk journal, look that they crocheted a little cup holder there. Well, that's cool. Let's see what it says. That's probably for church, though. But I'd like to have one of those for my pop cans. See, right here. Let's crochet a pop can holder. I don't know what it's called. Round 5. This is on the back page. General fillet instructions. This doesn't look like it goes. There's an altar cloth and a tatted collar. Glass mittens. Glass mittens. That's what they're calling this, as a glass. That's a glass. They're calling a mitten for a glass. Glass mittens. Refreshments. So this is not for church, it's for refreshments. Well, maybe for a church. Refreshments can be so much more fun when we use glass mittens to distinguish one glass from another and prevent a mix-up in glasses. So if you're in a group of people, you say, this one's mine. The one with the roses on it belonged to me. Don't you drink out of it. The base of the mitten may be done in medium weight white mercanized crochet thread, and the flowers made from embroidery floss. You may choose to make them in various colors. Use a number 7 crochet hook for each mitten. If done in white and colors, you will need about 45 yards of white and 2 yards of colored floss for each flower. And then they tell you how to do the bottom. 3 rounds there. Continue from page 4. And this is page 7. That's page 6. That's page 3. That's page 2. Page 4. That's the altar cloth. It says continued from page 4. This is talking about fillet. I'd have to figure out where on page 4 this is continued from. Oh, because they're talking about this. Oh, this is continued. Where does it go? It goes to round 3, repeat once. Oh, they must do it all in this little paragraph. Round 3, double crochet, repeat. You do repeats. I don't see where they go next here. That's round 3. Row 9, row 22. I think that's just something else. I'd have to figure out where this pattern goes. They do this weird. This is page 7. Let's see. This is page 1, 2, 7, 6, 3. You would think from 6. No, it would have to go to... It'd have to go over here. No, that's page 4. That's page 5. Well, that's not on the glass thing. I guess it's here. Round 5 is here. Round 5, but they come from... Wait, I'm trying to figure out this pattern. This is round 3 and repeat once. And over here it starts with round 5. What happened to round 4? And it has a base. It might be fun to try to work through those glass mittens, see if I could do it. I'm going to save that out. Not right away, though. I'm going to save it out. With that other one, I'm going to save out and read. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to figure out who I want to send patterns to. And I'm going to send them. And let's see, I kept out... What did I keep out? 1, 2, 3, 4. I really wanted 2 more. I think these all have something in them, though. So I'll pick out 2 after I send... This one's empty. We'll pick out this. It has 1145. It looks... It's Cronkite. It's got a name there, and $11.45 Sunday, it says. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll say that one, and this one. And I think I'll save this. I might make some ATCs. I'll save those out. The rest, I'm going to figure out who I'm going to give Happy Mail to. Like, Tina chose... Angie, and I was going to send her one of these, and Kathy Whitney chose Janet Nash, and I'm going to send her one of these. And it seems like somebody else, Becky, Janet Nash, Tina, Sherry Van, Arlene. That's 5. And I'll have to check and see if there's anybody else in the giveaways. I think I got them all. So 5 of these are going to go out, but not right now. I'm just yakking away here. My heart's content. What time is it? Oh, I got a few more minutes to go through this. Let's put that there. These are just cardboards. I was saving those out for something. I'm going to make some tags to put in the day book. And these are just napkins. I think I got these either from Johnny or Keisha. I'll put them with my napkins over here. And that is just a napkin back. This came from Janet Mom, I think. I bought some of her dyed papers. I'm going to put that in my book. See, am I saving out stuff for the book over here? And these, this, is there something in there? This I know came from Johnny, but I think I have very thoroughly used it. But I have some things here I was going to fussy cut. I don't know if I want, what was I going to do? That's a murder mystery. I think these are all books or posters. I don't know if I'm going to use these. I saved them out to fussy cut. And these are just front pages here. And that's just strips of paper. And that was the front of the book. I think this is all. And I'm not going to use that yet. That came from Johnny. Here. I'm going to put that in there somewhere. It either came from Johnny or Keisha. And these came from Johnny or Rosemary. I can't remember. That might come from Rosemary. These came from Johnny. And this was what I was looking for. I'm going to take some of these and glue them in on some of those blank pages just to decorate. There's some text on the back of these. Some of these. So I'm going to save that out. And then we have Johnny's. I either got this from Johnny or Rosemary, but I think I got it from Johnny. And she'd written Rust. R-U-S-T. I think this is Johnny's tape. I'm going to save that out. And then I have a Renoir book that I think I got this from Keisha's last auction. And I thought it would be so fun to make some little faux ATCs. You know, just cut out the little 2-inch square out of these. Some of these would make fun ATCs. That's for another project. Here's a little embroidery book. I think I got these from Keisha. Or it says 25 cents. I might have gotten this from the same place I got those work baskets. Thread crochet. I might try some of that again. Just, we don't do many doilies anymore. Here she's got red. No, this is Coates and Clark knitting. She's hugging her yarn. She's hugging her yarn. Learn to crochet. Hints on crochet. This is some beginning how to crochet book. The Afghan stitch. That looks like Tunisian. That looks an awful lot like Tunisian crochet. How to increase and decrease. This is more instructions. Granny motif bag and belt. Oh, here's some more. I think I got these at the same place. These are just red work. 25 cents. Came in a bag. Make sense. I don't even think I opened this. Mostly patterns. And I think this came from Johnny. I'm going to save these out. Introductory discussion. And just scientific stuff. Charts and stuff. And Vivian the Beauty. Vivian the Beauty. Dutch Michael's Aller. And Vivian the Beauty. We could put, I got a Victorian head. Vivian the Beauty. I might save that out. An Admirer. Boy, these would make some fun pages. An Admirer, and we could put a Admirer. Prudence of the Parsonage. This one's from my own book. Prudence of the Parsonage. Here's the Admirer again. This is all admirers. That's an Admirer. Chapter 6 was the Admirer. Got a lot of admiration going on there. So I think that's, I'm going to save those things out. These I'm going to put back. for now. And I'll save those other things out to embellish. What happened to all my... What did I do with them? These, here, I've got these mixed up. These I'm saving. These I'm saving. And that I'm saving out. And that, but these are all... I'll get this out again when I do the Happy Mail. I thought that was pretty skinny. I hope I'm not boring you guys while I sort out my stuff. I got another, let me put this behind me. I've got one more thing here. What did I do with it? This orange bag, I got some things. Let's see what I have. I have, oh, some more work basket stuff. Good. Let's see if it has any animals in here. Your surprise package, Lily Thread. No, the little, looks like a rose pattern there. Probably filet crochet. Merry Christmas. To the last New Year through. Merry Christmas to you to last the New Year through. Your name here is sending you a year subscription to the work basket. Now, look at that bit. No, I got them out, didn't I? I put them away. Put it back in here. And I got some, I think I got those from Johnny. That's just a piece of cardboard. And then I got these stickers. I don't know if I'll use them. I've been using them on other things. I might use them for something in there. I've had them laying around. I think somebody sent them to me in Happy Mail. These are some Tim Holtz, and I think somebody sent me this as happy. An old postcard. This is just ephemera I'm going to put in. Somebody made this, I think. Might have been me. It's a bobby pin. It's a hidden bobby pin. I think I made it. Some other little pretties. Here, postcard, an eye chart. EFPTOZ. I'm practicing. EFPTOZ, LPED, PECFD, EDFCZP, FEL. I'm down here. FELOPZD, DEF. I'm going to take this and say, okay, I can read this. I can read the bottom one. If I have my right eye open. If I close my right eye, I can read down to here. It starts blurring out here. EDFCZP is where it starts blurring out. If I know what they say, EF, but it's pretty blurry on this line. I don't know. I hope my eye clears up a little more. They may not give me my driver's license. Here's a Hobby Lobby receipt. $6.99. And I got it discounted for $4.89, and it was 1 yard. And some more ephemera here. Ephemera for my desk journal. Oh, and here's some paint brushes I've had around. And here's some fabric I'm going to put in there. This is Tim Holtz. This is a napkin. That's going with my napkins. This is an Amazon from Becky. Apple Barrel. Multi-service acrylic paint. She sent me a pink and a... What else did you send me? Bright pink and purple. Princess Purple. She knew those were my dreaded colors. Some little fabric scraps. Probably use those for my calendar. I'm not so. These are seed packets. Here's a piece of lace. Here's a leaf cupcake. Here's some fabric. I was going to do, well, I know, this is denim. Oh, I'll use this when I do the Becky doll. I'm going to do a Becky Wobblehead doll, and I'll make a pair of overalls out of this. I'm going to say that out. That's going to be for my Becky doll. I'm going to get Dee Dee done first. This is just, what is it? Just black. Oh, I think somebody sent this to me. She is spinning. Looks like she's at the spinning wheel there. Somebody sent that to me, I think. A little piece of fabric. And what else? I'm about done here. Oh, this ribbon. I keep winding it up and it unrolls and I wind it up again. Finally, I threw it in this sack. Here's some lace. I'll keep that out. Here's some more ephemeras. Black ATCs. I'll save all of these out. These are, I think these are Tim Holtz. What else is in it? Just a couple more things. That's just, what is that? Seam binding. It looks like it's the iron-on seam binding. We'll save it. Little piece of lace, like cardstock, and last of all is a doily. And I think I bought this. I did. Paid 75 cents, 50 cents for it. I'm going to cut it up. So, I'm going to put these things back in here. Yeah, we'll put that in here. We'll get it out another day. Put those in there. And what I really wanted was, going for, was my bags here. Let's get them out. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. It's time for Meri to sign off. I'll get my envelopes out and put them in there. We'll deal with this tomorrow. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7. And what I'm thinking, before I bind this, between, where do I want to put them? I was thinking between signatures, but it might be better to put them inside every other one. So in January, I already have something there. Maybe like in here someplace. Attach one in here to hold stuff. Let's just put it there for now, and I might change my mind. So January, we're going to skip February. Put one in March. And I might change my mind tomorrow. Oh, this one's upside down. Is the whole thing upside down? Or just that picture? That's right side up. That's right side up. It goes in here. I'll take off the, or maybe I'll put a little something over that. I don't think I can get the price tag off. I hate it when they do this. It ruins it. I could put a little piece of ephemera on it. Yeah. I'll have to be doing that to all of them. So this one's going to go here. Of course it's going to stick out. It's not. Fold this down. Probably have to fold it differently. So that's March, April. And I'll grab another one here. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the lids. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to get ready to sign off here in a minute. So I might have an envelope in every other one. And who knows what I'll put in there. Maybe newspaper clippings. So this is May. This is June. I didn't fold up January. Hold on, just be patient with me. It's pretty wonky in here. January, February, March, April. Did I do May's? May, June, looks like I got a little extra paste on this. And this one doesn't have much on it, but it's got that writing on the back. Maybe I'll save that out. I think I have an extra. And this one's upside down too. Don't put them upside down, Meri. There we go. Make sure the other ones are right side up. Yeah. So there's July, August. Little messy glue. This one's right side up. September. I'll be out in a minute for chat. I'm finishing up here. And then I have that antiquarian, Imaginarian sticker book that I'm going to put stuff in here. Just to dress up the pages for the fun of it. Let's see. I did October, right? And this is October. And then November. So I'm putting the envelope in every signature that has a cover sheet. And there we go. And then December is here. I should put them on the blanks. I might change my tune. I'm not going to tonight. Instead of putting them in here, put them on. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't want them. Well, I could leave that for December. Let's leave it there for now. And I'll play with this some more. I don't think tomorrow. I might do a page or something. Might do something for January 2 in here, but I'm not going to bind it or anything because I want to work on my DD paper doll. I want to get that done. I want to get some mail art done tomorrow. So it is 9:06. I have to find another package to put this stuff in because this is stuff I saved out to play with. We're going to work on the DD paper doll tomorrow morning. Good night, Barb. Oh, she says, good night, all. I didn't even say hello to her. Good night, Barb. Thanks for coming in. There's Diana. Diana, I had so much fun doing your prompts this afternoon. I do digital art, but I'm not experienced. You know, I just play around, as you can see, on my phone with the S Pen. And those were all done on, I think you use Procreate. I use a little, and my phone is Android, so I use a Sketchbook Pro. It's kind of fun just to play around with it, but I was able to mimic a stencil, and I had a what do you call those, little palette brush, it was stars, and you had, one of your prompts was stars and moon. And I made you give me an alternate, and I found the stars. Amber says, what time are you coming on tomorrow? I'm going to come on at 4:30. My regular, it's not a regular day tomorrow, but here I have so much I want to get done. Mondays I usually don't stream. I like to sleep in, but here again I want to get mail out next week. I have a goal. To get 10 postcards out a month. So I want to do, I think I got enough paper here to do 5. Let's see what I have here. I can at least cut them tomorrow. And I was making them, I think I can, I've only got 1 sheet of Bristol board left, but I got watercolor paper. 1 sheet. I might be able to get 5, 3.5 by 5. I was making them 4 by 6, but I heard Becky say that she liked the 3.5 by 5 ones because they fit in the journals better. So I might make the ones, I think I can get 5 3.5 by 5s. I might be able to get more. I can at least cut them tomorrow. My goal is, and I still have the star cards that I want to send to Dana and Kimberly. And Rhonda sent me a card. I'll get that tomorrow, and I'll send Rhonda a star card. But if I at least start on 5 postcards, at least get them cut out blanks, that's a start for January 2nd. So I'm going to leave this out on my desk, just like this. I'm not going to do a thumbnail thing tonight. Because what did I do tonight? Played in this journal all night. Monkey Mary says, thank you for streaming today. Good night, ladies. Yeah, Lori just deserves all the thanks in the world for hosting the streamathon. There would have been no streamathon this year if it would not have been for Paint Girly. So be sure to shower her with praise and thanks when you see her. Amber says, not many people stream on Monday, so that'll be nice. Yeah, early in the mornings, but I'll get off when Dee Dee comes on. Dee Dee comes on at 7:30 my time, 8:30 her time, 8:30 Eastern. I usually pop off when I stream on Wednesdays. Dee Dee pops on. I'm not going to say that I'm going to do regular Mondays because when the yard work starts again, but in the winter time, it seems like I'm indoors more, so I'm at my desk more. So I'm going to I'm going to cut these cards out tomorrow, at least get at least 5 of them cut. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm still thinking about what I want to do. I'll think about it. It has to be something easy. I don't know if I want to stitch fabric. Maybe, I was thinking maybe I'd do crazy quilts. I could do crazy quilts on them and just stitch. Draw out the lines on the back and stitch it on the other side. Like this would be the back of my post. That might be what I'll do. Like, let's just say this is the back and I draw out. I don't even have to draw out. I'll draw out after I stitch. The thing of it is that I don't like stitching on paper postcards is you've got that stitch on the other side and I have to figure out how I'm going to address them. And I cut on the ones I'm sending out now. Let's see if I got one over here. Let's see if I can pull one out here. I don't think I've backed these. I have backed them. On these, really, these are all ready to go, except for I need to figure out who they go to. I could send out some more of these. Oh, I was going to put shine on here and spray them with walnut ink. That's what my next step on these. But I don't know if I'm going to send these out because they got, they're kind of Christmas with the manger scene. I might just save these for next year. But on the back here, see, I stitched along the edge here. And so it came out that way, which was fine. But my star had stitching like this on here, and I couldn't address it very well. So I just double-sided taped a piece of paper and that seems to work good. I mailed one to myself and it came back in good shape. So I might do a crazy quilt on, on this. Just mark out 3.5 by 5 on this side, not cut it yet. And then on the other side here, do my crazy quilting on this side. And then after I have all my crazy quilting, you guys won't see me do this. I'll just mark it tomorrow. Figure out 3.5 by 5 and draw the lines. And it'll have a black border, but I'll probably be spraying it with walnut ink over here anyway. And then stitch my crazy quilt all across here. And then after that's all done, then I could cut along the lines, cut it apart, and send crazy quilt. I might do that, and I have extra lace. I mean, I'm not going to, well, this is, I got thin lace. I'd have to stitch it here. I'm thinking what I'd have to, let's put it here. If I would put lace on there, I'd have to stitch it on both sides so it wouldn't, go through the mail. But I could do that. I don't think I would do any hand stitching for 10 postcards. I don't think I would do that. It'll have to be all machine stitched. But just think of all these fabric scraps, do this whole area. And in fact, I could probably, this isn't a little bit thinner, but it's still nice and thick paper. I could cover this whole side too, and then I could for sure get my 10 postcards. So I might stitch on this just for the fun of it. I'll have to get out some fabric scraps. But I'm going to mark them tomorrow morning. So I'll be that much further ahead on my project. So that's one of my goals, that I want to send out 10 postcards every month until I get through Fibdiggity. And the people that I've already sent to, if they're in Fibdiggity, they won't get another one because I want to go through the people I haven't sent through first. And we'll see how long it takes me to do that with a goal of 10 a month. And then I'm going to work on the Dee Dee paper doll tomorrow. I got her over here too, but we'll dig that out later. So it's 9:15. Amber says, you can glue a paper on the wrong side. Yeah, that's what I did with the one I was showing you here. What did I do with it? I put it someplace. That's what I did. I didn't glue it. I taped it down on the wrong side, and that's where I wrote the addresses. That's what I was showing here. Let me pull another one out. I don't know what I did with the one I pulled out. Well, this one already has a self-address on it. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want to show my address. But see, I have the word shine on there. And that's what I was going to do with these, and I ran out of time. Let me get one that doesn't have an address on it. Did I address them all? This one doesn't. Oh, this one I was going to send to myself because I stamped it at the bottom. I stamped my postcard at the bottom. This one I stitched on both sides. I mean, I was experimenting with stitching. Instead of gluing it down, I stitched the paper on the back along the edge. And I didn't like it because it kind of closed my star in. So I kept it for myself. But this is double-sided paper. I mean, this is paper. And on my others, I use double-sided tape. And I'll probably do the same on these. It'll take a little extra time, and a little extra tape. And I want to start getting my Happy Mail ready to go. Artie Dar says, good evening, peace out and art on. Peace out and art on, Artie Dar says. Make a mark and be happy with it. For to do something else, to wake up with a smile on your face. Ah, Artie Dar, what a great way to sign out. Peace out and art on, she says. Make a mark and be happy with it. For to do something else, to wake up with a smile on your face. Cool, Artie Dar. Jersey Girl says, Jersey girls don't pump gas. Stay safe. All right, everybody. Happy New Year. Let's have a great 2023. That's what everybody said. We're going into we deserve a year of no pain. All right, everybody. It's time for me to sign off. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Bye. Happy New Year.